I hope your day is full of half pipes and kick flips and ollies. That's all I know in terms of skateboarding, guys. It's a skateboarding intro. Today we have an amazing episode of Shank for you with the one, the only comedian skateboarder Jason Ellis. But before we get into this week's episode of Shank with Jason Ellis, there's just one thing I want to tell you about. First, it's Oh Yeah socks. Oh yeah, if you're like me, you love putting your socks on. It's your favorite part of the day. And when I go to open my sock drawer, my socks are mesmerizing because they are all from ohyeah.com. You can head over to ohyeah, 3 O's HYEAH.com, and they have so many different socks to choose from. Whether you're into psychedelic mushrooms or Dolly Parton, there's a pair of socks for you. Shop Oh Yeah, discount code Sara10, that's SARA 10 for 10% off unique sock designs. And you can find me here every Wednesday on Shank and every Monday on This Bitch. Kim Congdon and I are coming to DC in November. We'll be at the Comedy Loft. Tickets to that are in the link tree of my Instagram at Princess Shank on Instagram. And I will see you guys at the end of the month at Skankfest. Let's do it. Let's get into this week's episode of Shank with the one, the only Jason Ellis. Guys, here it is. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Shank. I'm Sara Weinshenk, and today's guest is the one, the only comedian, Jason Ellis.
Yeah, you said
What's
comedian.
up? Comedian, skateboarder, all the things.
Your name's on the wall, huh?
Yeah.
I want that so bad.
Well, it'll probably get on the wall. Just keep showing up.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I like your nails.
Thank you.
Yeah. I got my 2 nails done.
2 nails?
Yeah, because I copy this guy, Mr. Nobody, on John Wick.
Uh-huh.
And he's got 2 nails.
So he's your inspo?
Sure.
Just 2?
Yeah. Because I'm only a little bit gay.
Yeah. So you're only a little gay now?
Yeah. Or I'm not gay at all.
You're not gay at all.
But I'm always going to be a little bit gay. Because there's no coming back from it, as all straight dudes know.
Once you, yeah, okay. That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, yeah, really? But you have sucked a dick, right? Yeah. So you're gay.
So you're a little gay.
Yeah.
But you seem like you're in a better
gay.
place than you've been in a while.
I've never been better in my whole life, ever.
That's really good to see.
Yeah, I'm so happy.
Really? I'm so happy. How did you meet your girlfriend? How did you guys meet?
Well, this is not that cool, but Bumble.
That's cool.
Yeah, I wish I was, like there we were, walking on a pier and we bumped into and a dog came. No, it was just like on Bumble.
Cute.
Yeah. But we're both sober, so
that's awesome.
That was like, the more I was dating, the more I was like, oh no, I don't know if I can do it with people that party. And I'm like, well, you already I look like me,
yeah.
and I'm a little bit gay, and I talk about all of it on social media, so like you're gonna know.
Yeah. And
I had an OnlyFans, like I got so many scars that make you undateable. And I was like, you know what? I think I have to date somebody sober. And I was like, holy shit. Oh, and I'm 52. Like, you're fucked, dude. Like, you're going to be single for life. And
but
then
you're not.
and then I met her and I'm super happy. And I was like, son of a bitch, it worked. Praying to God, it worked out.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So is it helpful to have a partner that's sober too?
Yeah.
You guys go to meetings together?
I don't want to say that I couldn't do it, but I just don't.
No, that makes sense.
I can't right now.
Yeah,
I smoke a little weed. I'm like, I'm happy for you.
But it puts you in a weird. Yeah.
I just don't want to. You're not. Every now and then, you're a little vague, and I'm never a little vague.
Right.
I'm always on.
Right.
And if you're not always on, then there's little sections of our relationship where I'm like, you seem like slightly retarded right now. Yeah. Do you want to bone? Not really.
Yeah.
And that was the other thing, boning people that were high. That was the worst part.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm a soul fucker. So if you're like a little disconnected to me, I can feel it. And now that I'm sober, that was the other thing. When I was high, I'll bone anybody.
Yeah.
Now I'm sober. I'm like, are we connected? Because if we're not, I don't want to do it.
That's good.
I've never been gayer without having sex with a guy. I've never been gayer in my whole life.
That's good though.
It is good. It's healthy is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, in my 20s, I made some bad choices and I was fucked up.
Yeah.
You don't even realize, like, the different energies you're taking on by, like, having sex with these fucking
you don't know
beasts and trolls.
Seriously.
There's an exchange that happens and it's an energetic exchange. And it's like, unless there's an actual connection, there's no reason for it.
That is also what you said, healthy.
Yeah.
But old me would have said, I would have gone to myself maybe in the back of my mind and not out of my mouth, but pussy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, do you need a connection? Do you? Like,
yeah.
wouldn't you buy yourself a rose, you pussy? You know? But now I feel like it's like a healthy thing. It's kind of like when something bad happens and people cry. It's like, what are you crying for? I'm like, because it's healthy. You get it out. You're sad. No, let me hold it and act tough. Like you've got mental problems.
I know my therapist, whenever I'm crying, he's like, that's good. It means your equipment's intact.
Yeah.
There's some people who just don't emote.
Yeah. Yeah, my dad never cried. Apparently he cried one time. My stepmom said that he cried when they put a dog down when he was older. And I remember going, no way. What was it like? Like, what did it look like? Yeah, he never cried.
That's so crazy.
And he was sad and angry most of his life.
That sucks, dude. Men need to be able to
cry
cry.
all the time.
Yeah? When was the last time you cried?
Today, when I found out that somebody wanted to sponsor me for a coffee brand and a clothing line, and that was going to, like, put me in a financial spot that was going to get me out of some struggles that I've been in for the last couple of years.
So you had happy tears?
Yeah. Oh, that's mainly what it is now, yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've cried happy tears in a really long time.
I think that there's a thing where I was one of those people where I didn't let anything out, like especially if it was like stuff that made you look weak, because I'm a big tough guy. But it's all a lie. Like this is all a facade. Like I'm a terrified little boy, but I built this to like keep you away. Or if you try to hurt me, I'll puff up and scare you away. Yeah. I don't want to fight. I just act like I do to make you like not try and do it. But because I've just had this front my whole life, and now that I've torn it all down and restarted everything and admitted who I am and all the things that have happened to me, now it's like right there on the surface. So like if I'm really happy, I'll cry. I'll cry if my son is happy.
That's
like
sweet.
I'll cry, but I also if something really bad happens tomorrow, I'll cry. And that is and if it's like, oh, somebody sees it, I don't care if you see it. Yeah. Like this is a podcast. I cried. I cried today. I'll cry. I'll probably cry again before I go to bed. And more than likely, it'll be because I'm so happy with my life.
That's a good reason to be crying. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you, friend.
You seem a lot better than the last time we podcast. Like you seem lighter.
Yeah.
Like you seem like before.
It was hard.
Yeah.
It was a hard year.
Yeah.
It's been a hard year and a half, maybe 2 years, I think.
That's just life. Like there's periods of time when they're really when you're going through something painful and struggling, it feels like time is passing so slowly.
Yeah, wow.
And then when you're happy and things are all working, it's like time just flies by.
See, that's the good thing about this sobriety thing is I feel like when I used to have good times, they wouldn't last very long because it was just another hit to me. Like I need to win something or do something cool or defeat something dangerous. And then I get a high because everyone goes, whoa, dude, that was crazy. And I go, I know, right? And then immediately I need another one. And it's like falling off a cliff. Like I'm like slowly but surely getting sadder and sadder before I jump into do something cool again.
Yeah.
Now, like things that are good that I do that are good because I'm more about other people now. Like, can I help you? You know, like, can I help somebody? And then that one lasts all day. And then maybe it lasts like a couple weeks where I think about it. I'm like, you're a good guy. Like you would, if somebody needed your help, you would be there to help them.
Yeah.
Like if I'm tired or if someone's like, hey, can you help me do this? I go, yeah. Old me be like, dude, I would love to, but I'm a little busy right now.
Yeah.
Which is not really true. I'm just too high to want to help you. Yeah. But now I'll stay up late. I'll do a show. I'll do whatever. If you need help, if my kid needs help, if anybody needs me, I'll be there. I'll do it. Like
which is awesome.
Yeah. So I know I wake up knowing I'm a good person. So I'm high all the time.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I love that.
In a good way.
Have you gotten any new animals?
I mean, now that I'm dating somebody, she has 3 dogs, but one's going to a home, but she has 2 dogs and a horse and a rabbit. She had a rabbit, but the rabbit fell in love with another rabbit. And she was like, if I take the rabbit away from the other rabbit, I'm a bad mom. Because they like seriously started loving each other, like they nose to nose in the park and shit.
That's so cute.
So she was like, if I take him back to the house where he clearly doesn't like being around all those dogs, and he's in love with this one other rabbit, so I got to let him live with the rabbit. So that was kind of a good thing for us because we're gonna move into a house together.
You are?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I found a house that I really love as well, and it's like maybe the guy's like, you're on the list for, because I was like, I will apply for this house, and he was like, okay, cool. I got to talk to 2 more people, and then I'll get back to you. And I was like, okay, I don't want to get my hopes up for stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So, but if it works, because I've been looking for houses for like maybe 4 months now, and they've all been a bummer because I'm like downsizing.
Right.
All the financial things that I've gone through recently. And every house, like, because I was like a millionaire. And now I'm like moving into a house where I'm like, this is still a nice house, but I'm spoiled. So I walk in and I go, I'm like, oh, you don't even have a pool.
Yeah, you have like a pool, like a tank.
Cold plunge?
Cold plunge. Yeah.
I didn't pay for that.
You didn't?
I sponsored.
Either way, all the amenities. You had a lot of them.
I have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm old. You know? Like when I was your age, I didn't have all that.
Okay, so I still have time for a cold plunge.
You
I still have time to get a pool. I want a cold plunge.
You can go with my one anytime you want.
Really?
You will not.
I will do a cold plunge.
Have you ever done one?
No.
Well, then watch what you're saying. Because a lot of people that say, I want to go in there, they put their foot in and they go, oh, fuck that.
I want to do it. I'll do it.
3 minutes.
3 minutes?
That's how it works.
3 minutes seems like fucking extreme, Jason.
If you don't do it for at least 2 minutes, it's not doing it.
I want to come do a cold plunge at your house.
Please do.
Can we video that one day, guys?
We got like I can heat you up with a jacuzzi so you get real hot, and then you go in the cold plunge, so it makes like the first 20 seconds easier.
It does it, and then what happens? You just get numb.
There's no escape. In the end, you are freezing.
Ugh.
That's the whole point.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
It gets the core cold, and then the core it like does stuff to your happy glands. It makes you happier.
It does?
It makes you less sore, but it also makes you a happier person. I used to go in there just because I was depressed. I was like, if I don't go in there, I'll kill you.
No.
That was my theory. Like I smoked weed and go in the cold plunge so that I don't kill anybody.
That's so crazy.
Because people will cut me off and they, man, I'd be like, hey man, don't cut me off. And some people would go, what are you gonna do about it? I'm like, kill you.
Yeah.
Like I'll kill you. And then I gotta like tell myself, don't kill that person. Like you got kids.
Yeah.
If you go to jail, like, hey son.
Have you been to jail?
Not really. Just like for little things.
Yeah. Because you have a tough exterior, but I think you're a sweetie on the inside.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah. You're like a little.
I am tough, but I'm not mean. You know,
yeah,
like I fight.
You never seemed mean.
Yeah, like I fight people in the gym, and like you can kick me in the face and cut my head open, and I'll smile at you. Like I think it's funny because you're my friend.
What do you do? Like which boxing?
Yeah, I do
MMA?
boxing more now because
I
hurt my knees and stuff a lot, so. People kicking me in the leg is like not probably the smartest move in my. I got like a dead man's MCL put in my leg.
Damn.
Yeah, cadaver, and it's in there with titanium and Kevlar. It's
you have a dead man's ACL in you.
MCL, yeah.
MCL. That's crazy.
And then I got stem cells injected in me, so like my shit is. It's pretty good, but also I had to go to Colombia twice to get the stem cells injected. And when I got that dead man's ligament put in my knee, that was like not the coolest experience of my life. You got to do rehab and all this stuff. So I want to baby it a little bit, you know? Like if you're kicking it, I'm like, hey man, that's my dead man leg. Like
I can't.
I really love that, you know? I'm sure he was a nice guy.
Ligament.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
It's amazing what they do, right?
Yeah.
You can get synthetic ones.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's kind of better to have.
Oh, it's way better to have a zombie leg. That's what my leg is. I got a zombie leg.
A zombie leg.
Yeah. And it's kind of dead where it was attached. So I can't really, it feels like I got a wetsuit around the inside of my neck.
Really?
Yeah. It feels kind of dead.
That's so wild.
Yeah, it's a zombie leg.
So fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So how often are you skating like during the week?
Well, I'm a vert skater, so I really just like skating the vert ramp, and the only vert ramp I like is Tony Hawk's vert ramp, and that's in San Diego. So I probably only skate like if I'm lucky every 2 weeks, but more it's once a month.
Yeah.
And then because I go on the road now, my thing is when I get to a city, because I posted I'm going, people will tell me they got a skate park.
That's sick.
So I'll go to their skate park and skate, but I skate in a way where concrete bowls and stuff, I just play a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
If I put my helmet on, then I don't fuck around. Like when I was one of the best vert dudes in the world, and that's all I know. I don't do kickflips off curbs. I never have. I've never cared. I'm happy for everybody else that does it, but I don't care. I'm not good at it, and I could get hurt doing that.
Yeah.
So I ride the big high ramps, like, and that's where
your thing.
I feel safe there.
Well, if you feel safe there, that's where you belong, dude.
I'm probably wrong, but I feel safer there. Like, here's the deal. If I get shit whipped in a big concrete bowl, I'm like, yeah. If I get shit whipped ollieing off a curb, I can't look in the mirror for like 2 days. I'm like, dude, did you really get hurt doing that? It's embarrassing.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, I skate probably at least once a week on the road and once a month at Tony's.
Cool. I remember...
Can you skate?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? You know the answer to that is you can't.
If I don't...
If you think, the answer is no. I take it that means you haven't done it.
I've skateboarded like just down the street before.
So you can go down the sidewalk.
Yes.
That's skating. That counts.
Okay.
You can skate.
Okay, I can skate.
I feel like doing tricks is for dickheads.
No, but doing tricks is what makes it fucking cool, dude.
Yeah, but being cool is for dickheads.
Yes, you
being
realize
cool
that the older you get, that being cool is a scam.
It is.
Yeah, and that the cool people actually fucking suck.
Yeah, because cool people, if you're cool,
don't care.
You worked really hard on being cool so that people would like you because you're insecure.
Yeah.
That's how it works. You went, hey, come on, everybody, I'm cool, love me. Why do you need everyone to love you? Because you're an insecure dweeb.
Yeah.
So if you're like, I don't care, I skate like any way I want to skate, then that's why I got
to do one little trick.
I can teach you one little trick.
One little safe trick.
Yeah, like I taught Kim how to drop in.
I don't know if I could drop in.
You could drop in.
Kim's more.
She is uncool. She is useless.
Really? Yeah.
Just saying that because hopefully she'll see it.
Yeah.
Maybe use it to promo. Worst skateboarder I've ever seen. You're way more talented than her, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
We love that.
And hotter.
Thank you.
Funnier.
Oh my gosh.
I like your hair better. You smell better. Man, I don't like the way she smells
at all. Are you
going
to take me skating?
Yeah, we could shred together for sure.
We're going to shred to show Kim how it's really done?
Yeah, like so easily.
Okay,
Wouldn't
good.
take long at all for you to be better than her.
Yeah.
She fucking sucks.
I like this.
I'm trying to think of something bad to say about Kim, but I can't.
No, because the last time I talked to you, you were like in a sad place and you went to a sex party and you were like, it was sad and dark. I saw you after you went to a sex party and you were like, it was not good. It was sad and dark and the people that were there were all weird. They all just wanted hugs. Do you remember this?
No.
And you had like, you wore like wings.
Oh.
Because I remember the wings were sick.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
And then...
Okay, that was before I got sober.
Okay.
That's
when you were in a dark place.
That was the beginning of the end. No, that was I get divorced and then I go, okay, you're a liar and a cheat. You can't stop having sex with people.
Yeah.
So you should be in a polyamorous relationship.
Yeah.
I started meeting people who are like, you're probably polyamorous. And I'm like, what's that? It's like, it's when you're a giant fat whore is what it is. No offense to all you people that do that. I'm happy for you, but that's my experience with it.
Yeah, no, it's a little gross.
I flew to San Francisco to go in a sex party.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a friend. Nice person. Still like that person. They nice.
Yeah.
But this was like a thing where I got like, gay stuff on, like a harness and all the things that I'm going to wear because they're going to wear stuff. And they said that all these other people wear crazy stuff and everybody's all around, all boning everywhere on ledges and things. And I'm like, I'm going to be the king of this place.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a bonaholic. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
So I get in there and it's like, man, it's like out of shape people.
No, you said it was
like
sad.
teddy bears, yeah, like furries and stuff. And I was like, ew, that guy's like sweaty in a furry. Like, if you touch me or my friend, I'm gonna fucking punch you in the face. Like, and then it's like some furry guy's like, ugh, over some other person who hasn't been to the gym ever. No offense, like that's cool.
Like you should have to be in shape to go to a sex party.
If you're gonna,
All right, guys, let's take a second from the pod to talk about our sponsors, Ro.
Guys, if you're like me, you lose weight and then guess what? The weight comes back. You lose it again, it comes back again. If this cycle sounds familiar to you, there's a better, more sustainable way to lose weight.
I know you guys have heard of Ozempic and Wegovy, and all those brands are really hard to get a hold of. I don't know how people get them.
But Ro makes it possible to access GLP-1s and start your journey ASAP.
If you can't find Ozempic or Wegovy, which you probably can't, it's so hard to find, Ro is here to help. Through Ro, you can access prescription compound GLP-1s with the same weight loss ingredients as the brands that you already know.
You can see if you qualify from the comfort of your own home. This means no scheduling a doctor's appointment, no commute to the doctor's office, and no waiting rooms.
No commuting, no traffic. You just do it from home. 1 to 4 days, you're prescribed. It ships right to your house.
Go to ro.co/thisbitch. Memberships start at just $99 for your first month. Medication costs are separate.
That's ro.co/thisbitch.
Go to ro.co/safety for black box warning and full safety information.
Compounded medication is not required and does not receive FDA reviews or approval, prescription only. All right, let's get back into the show.
I don't want to be mean.
Right? No, it's not mean.
Because I feel like everybody's got
real.
their own thing. And I like people that are out. I've had sex with people that aren't in shape, and I had a great time. I got a lot of out of shape friends.
Yeah.
Oh man, this sounds so bad.
It's okay.
It's not okay. It
Why?
sucks. Because if you're not in shape, then it doesn't sound that necessary. I said, shut up.
I feel like there should be like a fat, like there's fat camps, there's fat sex parties. Maybe.
I don't want to be a part of this. I think.
Wait, am I the bad guy?
Yeah, I want you to be anyway. You can be skinny and fat, and I think that you're very cute. Either way, it's just for me. If I'm in
if you're gonna be dressed up in a costume to go to a sex party, you got to be attracted to the people at the sex party.
That's all I'm trying to say. I want to be attracted to you.
I want to be attracted to you. No matter what size you are, doesn't matter. He just wants to be attracted to you.
That's all.
I don't want to go and there's a bunch of beasts and trolls there.
I also don't like really hairy people on me.
Me either.
But that's cool if you're hairy. It's not like God hates you or anything. It's just I do. It's not true. I'm just trying to be funny. I love hairy people. It's great. I love bears. Those are great. You know?
Yeah.
Wolves. I love wolves. I just want to have sex with a wolf. I kind of do. But you know what I mean.
You want to have sex with a wolf?
I would like to, not a dog, but a wolf? Like a wolf girl. I would like to have sex with her.
Lady?
Yeah.
A female
I'm not
wolf?
gay, obviously.
Yeah, no, you're definitely not gay.
A bear lady, not a bear man, because I've done that. And that's overrated. But yeah,
it was?
Yes. I mean, the thing.
Why?
I just tried to do everybody and everything. So if you were like a big bear guy and you're like, what's up? I was like, you could suck it.
Yeah.
Why? Because I've never had a big fat bear guy suck it. That's why. Is it great? Is it my thing? No, ew.
But a blowjob's a blowjob.
Right? That's how I was. I was like, anybody can suck it. I don't really care. Do you have a mouth? Well, then get over here. If you didn't have a mouth, I'd be like, well, how's this going to work? That's the only person I'd probably say no to.
Yeah.
But do you have another hole? Because I'll stick it in that. That's kind of how I was running it at one point.
Yeah.
But yeah, that time there was, not only was it, I hadn't slept either because I was on this, I'm going to bone and then I'm going to go somewhere else and I'm going to come home because I got a podcast to do. So I was like tired. And when you saw me, I was like, I got nothing left. And it was like this other thing where I was like, this person that I was with is not the one. Yeah. I thought maybe we could have like a poly thing where we go around the country boning people. I don't want to. It was like one of those, it was one of those weekends where I was like, I don't think I'm poly. I don't think I'm into group sex and having butterfly wings on my back. I don't think I'm into hairy ladies or dudes and out of shape people that are dressed as goats. I don't think I'm into like saggy people.
Yeah, no,
like the saggy thing with like a lot of lace where the sag is going over the lace. It's like
not your thing.
The sag and the lace are fighting. And I can't get past that. And I don't think I should be here, but I'm here. you know, and I've said I was going to do it. So here I am. And it was just like, I feel sad. I hate me.
Yeah.
And that was kind of the beginning of, I'm glad that happened because there was those things that happened where I really had to like, what are you doing, Jason? Like, where are you really going?
Weird poly sex party in Wings, and then that'll make some changes.
Some people might look. Some people it would work, and I felt like some of the people there were having a great time. But to me, it really didn't work. Like I walked into the room at one point with my wings and everything, and everyone went, "Whoa!" And I was like, "Whoa! Okay, first of all, pretty good, really." Whoa, you actually, if you want to get whoa on someone, you know, because they were like, whoa, you kind of don't fit in because I look straight, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm here. I have wings on. That's pretty gay.
That's one of the gayest things you could have had on.
Nah, it wasn't enough. Enough? I needed fag tattooed on my forehead. Maybe somebody would have bit it, but everybody else was like, he shouldn't be here.
No.
Oh, I got the full like, are you sure you want to touch this? I was like, I got the wings on. Of course I came to touch it. So yeah, I felt pushed out a little bit by the community.
You felt pushed out by the poly community?
A little bit.
Well, but maybe that's just because the poly community is not your thing.
Well, later on, I figured that was what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not into it. But like I said, like gay, straight, trans, all those people, I support them. Poly, I'm happy for you. Everybody. It's just not me. Turns out, when I got sober, I'm like the gayest. I like one person.
You're monogamous.
I want to be monogamous. Like, what the fuck happened, man? I'm like, maybe I hit my head really hard, you know?
Now you believe in monogamy.
I believe in God, not Jesus, but I believe in God and all kinds of gay shit now.
That's good.
Yeah. I don't even, that's what I'm saying. I don't care what you think or anyone else thinks. I've never been happier. I've never been healthier. So I just don't. If that's how it's working, I've never been a better friend, a better boyfriend, a better father. So those
you're
things,
killing it. Right
now. So I'm like, I've never been better at comedy. I've never been better.
Makes sense.
I'm old. I've never been better at skating. Like I was a better skateboarder at one point when I skated every day, and I was 28.
Yeah.
Okay. Like there's only so much God can do.
Right.
But at 52, what I was like at 51 when I was skating a little bit more regular, I'm way better now than I was a year ago.
Yeah.
Way better.
Because you're present in what you're doing.
Because when you skateboard, you don't look where you're going. I just look, like if I look there, it's the same with fighting. I don't look at one thing. I look at everything by looking straight at it. So I see everything over here. I see above me, underneath me. But with my peripherals, that's how I skate. That's how I fight.
Right.
When you're sober, like it goes from here to there. And that's the craziest thing. Like when I'm in the air, I go, my foot's off. When I was high, I'm like, I think I got it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because I'm like kind of ballsy, I would be like, well, I'm not going to bail. I'm going to make it.
Right.
And then sometimes I would wake up on the flat with Tony going, hey man, where are you? And I'm like, fuck, did I get knocked out again? And he'd be like, yep. It happened 4 times this year.
4 times?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I've been knocked out over 30 times.
What was the worst time? Do you know?
Yeah, the worst time was I went to Australia to do a demo for DC Shoes, and there was my home ramp, and there was this sign on the side of the wall, and I always used to talk about jumping off the sign into the ramp, and my friend from Australia was like, dude, you're coming, you know, it'd be crazy. I'm like, what? He's like, if you jump off the sign in the demo, and I was like, this is probably the last demo I'll ever do in my hometown, in my home ramp. I'm going to fucking try it. So I get there, and I don't even look at the wall. I'm too excited. I'm also high.
Yeah.
I get up on the shed, and it's like a 50-foot high wall. I get up on the top, and I look down, and it's like 5,000 people. Yeah, he's gonna fucking jump off the wall into the ramp. And I look down, and there's no sign. They took the sign away, so I can't climb down to the sign. I'm just on the wall.
No.
And I was like, oh, you can't make it that far. But everyone was like, do it. And I was like, I can't walk back down the other side. Everyone saw me. So I was like, I'm going to jump in. And I jumped in and knee slid down the ramp. And I was like, I probably can't make it, but I'm going to try it a couple times. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm going to go for it. And I whipped out and hit my head and I was in and out of consciousness for like 3 hours. I got an ambulance. I had like a convulsion on the flat.
Oh.
So I wake up in the hospital naked with a nurse wiping my dick and balls down with a warm, wet towel. That's the first thing I remember.
Crazy thing to wake up to.
Yeah, because I was like, whoa, wait. Oh, hey.
What? Hey, lady.
And then I was like, oh, no, this is not, you know what I mean? This is not a polyamorous relationship.
I'm in the hospital.
I got brain damage. Yeah. But I think it's like, depends on who you are. You know, like some people can smoke cigarettes and they don't get lung cancer, and then some people just get it.
Yeah.
I can take a lot. Like I built
like a cat.
I think I got a big skull. I got a big head. Maybe I got a little brain, but it hasn't done anything. Like
That's good.
Yeah, I'm smarter now than I've ever been.
That's good.
Yeah.
How long have you been sober?
9 months.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's a good while.
Yeah, it's not really, but it's
one day at a time.
There you go. Thank you. Oh, you know some sober people.
I know some progress, not perfection.
Yeah. I'm very happy with what's happening.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you do the steps?
Oh yeah. I'm still doing them. I'm up to the bit where I have to call everybody.
The apologies. Yeah. I did up to step 4 because I did Al-Anon.
Yeah.
When you do Al-Anon, they make you work the AA steps.
I think everybody should do it.
Everyone should do it.
Nothing to do with addiction. You should just do it because you analyze
like
what kind of a person you are and what you're. Yeah.
It's a good way to see yourself.
It is.
And sometimes you don't even want to see yourself. You go, whoa.
No, that's kind of the whole point. That's like.
I got to step 4. I go, I think I've had enough of this shit.
Oh, yeah. No.
I've seen enough of myself now. Yeah.
Yeah, I've thought about bowing out. Step 4 is the worst.
Step 4, yeah.
But that to me, since then, it's like you can do that, you can do the rest.
Yeah.
Because that one was like, yeah. And then, no. And then, yeah.
But everyone says that that's where you really see the changes in the steps.
That was the biggest thing is what I felt like after it.
Yeah.
Where all of a sudden I was like, because I go to meetings and people are like, man, I don't have much to complain about. I'm just really happy. And I'm like, fuck that guy. You know? Because I'm fucking pissed. I hate my life.
Yeah.
You guys, how dare you get up there and start talking about how happy you are with your sobriety? Yeah. I envy you. I hate you. And then when I got past a few more steps, I really did a lot of work at the start. I've tried to be sober tons of times in my life. Mm-hmm. I never did the steps. I had a sponsor once and I never did one step. I was just going to meetings for 3 years. And this was like a whole different, like, it's just night and day. Like the way I look at it. It used to be like, oh, you're drinking, Ellis is sober. And I'm like, yeah. And I'd be envious of you.
Right.
Like, I want to smoke weed. I want to drink.
Right.
I didn't even have sex on the list. I was like, I'm not a sex addict. Like, I just fuck a lot. Like, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
And then when I stripped back all that other stuff and the last thing left was sex, I was like, you might be right, you might be wrong, but let's check it out. And then as soon as I stopped having sex with everybody, it was super apparent that was one of the things that I was using to run because all this other stuff came up immediately in a big, like a waterfall of it where I was like, oh, dude, you use sex to run flat out. And then all these things of all these people that I've been with, all the people that I've hurt.
Yeah.
That was the hardest part because you can't. When I realized all the people that I hurt in my life that I really care for, I wanted to run again because I was like, oh, that's the person that I love the most. And I did that to him.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you're a piece of shit. I got to get out. And I'm like, you can't get out.
Yeah.
Sit with it. And then I would go in my backyard and sit with it. Like, no drug, no running. Sit with it. Like, this is what you did. Face it. Like, own up to it. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it's like you can apologize to people whether they accept your apology or not. It's got nothing to do with it. It's like, do I forgive me? Because that's the hardest part. Because I think when I really got sober and really put in the work, the person on my list that was the hardest one to deal with was me.
Right.
Like, I don't believe me. I don't accept my apology. Like, you piece of shit. I fucking hate you.
Well, it's really easy to beat yourself up when you don't like your behaviors instead of just being like, I'm a flawed person and I love myself regardless. You know what I mean?
I couldn't do that. It took a lot.
Yeah.
It took a lot over and over again because I would forgive myself and then wake up in the morning and not accept that apology.
Yeah.
So
are you in slaw? the sex love addiction program or just AA?
Just AA.
Yeah.
I just don't. I mean, if I couldn't keep my dick in my pants, then I would.
Yeah.
But it was when I realized it. It was kind of like, this is a really weird one, but I had a therapist, right? And I used to get blowjobs. This is when I was doing gay stuff a lot.
From your therapist?
No, he never did anything like that.
Okay, I was like, your therapist.
He broke it down to me where I used to get blowjobs from people that I didn't really like. Like, remember how I told you about the bear guy blowing me?
Yeah.
There was a time there in my life where I'd be like, it's like, because gay guys, I would go to like a steam room or whatever, and everybody tried to blow me because I'm a straight guy.
Yeah.
Even though I'm there, like, duh, kind of gay.
Yeah.
But I would just take whoever and I would like let him blow me, and then I'd push him off, like, get the fuck away from me.
Right.
Like, you take my jizz and get the hell out of here.
Okay.
Like, disrespectful kind of. Like, I would get disrespectful blowjobs. That was my thing.
Right.
Like, if
that
I
was
didn't
your
like
kink.
if I didn't like a guy, like I didn't like his face, he could suck it and then get the fuck out of here, kind of thing. You know?
But some guys probably like that.
Well, here's
It's like you saying, suck my dick and then get the fuck out of here. There's a kink probably for that.
They need to go to therapy too.
Yes.
They got problems too.
Yes.
So when I realized that, my therapist turned it on me and was like, this is you getting your power back, but because of the people that molested you as a child, you're getting your power back, but you're also you're doing it to stay connected to your trauma.
Oh,
and when he made me realize that, I was like, wait, these people are blowing me so that I can be connected to my molestation? Ew.
Whoa, yeah.
And it just cut it. Like, never was there another day where there was a person that was gross to me that could suck it.
It's so crazy that he was able to make that connection and say that, and then that could influence you in that way. That's awesome.
It was instantaneous.
Like,
but then I still had a long road to go.
Yeah.
Because then I was like, well, then if you're cute, you can suck it.
If you're cute, you can suck it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So you've been headlining? You've been going on the road?
Yeah.
How's that going?
Fucking awesome.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's funny how, like I know I got a long way to go and I'm new and, I get it, 20 years, all this other bullshit everyone tells you. But I just love it. And my radio career was practice for being this. So once I got my radio career of like talking to people in the crowd, like I used to talk to people on the phone on my show, I did radio for 20 years. So once I tied that in and sort of also the confidence of like being relaxed up there, I jumped. A big jump has happened in the last like maybe 2-3 months, maybe 2 months, where I riff for like 15, 20 minutes at the start of my set to the point where I'll see the clock and go, you haven't done any of your material. And I'm like,
fun.
That was the thing when I first used to come to Comedy Store, I'd see people like Tim Dillon do stuff where I'm like, that's not planned. He's just that fucking funny.
Yeah.
I want to be him. That's all I want in my life. I don't want any money would be cool, but I want to be as good as him.
Right.
That's what I want from it. And I know from skateboarding and radio, like in the end, from skateboarding, like the best thing I got from skateboarding was being good at it.
Okay.
Not because people go, hey man, are you Jason Ellis? And I'm like, yeah. And they go, man, you used to rip. And I'm like, cool, thank you. It's cool. That's cool, especially if it's in front of chicks and shit. That's cool.
Yeah.
But it's not anywhere near the best thing about it. The best thing about my skateboard career was I could make my skateboard do shit that I never thought possible. And I used to be able to do it with my friends. That was the greatest thing, and I hope I don't hit my head enough to lose that. Like, I remember that, and I look back on it very fondly. Like, as in some of the greatest moments in my life there was a couple of times there where I had a skateboard, and I could do things where I would do it, and my friend would go, dude, and I'd be like, I might be the best guy in the fucking world right now. He'd be like, I don't think I can argue with you right now. That was fucking crazy. I want that in comedy.
Yeah.
And not the other bit's cool, like, hey, do you want to go on the road? Do you want to get paid? Do you want a shiny thing? Yeah, I like shiny things, but I just want to be really good at it. And then lately I've just sort of felt that something just happens and I don't know, like someone says something or I see something and I make this crazy joke where everybody in the room is laughing their ass off and I'm like, that wasn't even planned. Like,
yeah, that's
you're fucking good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And that's my little joy,
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
There's no greater feeling than something happening in the moment that you didn't plan for.
Yeah.
And you're like, whoa. I'm kind of good at my job. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, like loving something that much and then being good at it.
Yeah.
There's like not much better
There's
in
a
life,
good
you know?
high. It's like it's better than any drug.
Yes.
If you're on stage and in the moment something happens that you didn't plan for, it's the best.
And
high.
if you're not high, it lasts longer because I don't forget it. I remember it the next day.
Yeah.
You know, old me be like, someone like, man, you killed last night. I'm like, well, where was I last night?
Yeah.
Now I go, yeah, I know. I was there. I'm still there.
Yeah, that's sick.
Yeah. Hey, it's fucking awesome.
That is awesome. So what else, Jason? What else? Do you do bikes too? Like BMX stuff or just mostly skate?
Moto. But I don't ride moto anymore because I can't afford a dirt bike or a truck.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot of money.
A dirt bike?
Yeah. They're like 10 grand.
It's crazy.
And I'm spoiled. I don't want a piece of shit bike.
Yeah.
I'm not getting a secondhand one. I'm going to Kawasaki to get a brand new one, you know?
Yeah.
And then I'm going on the track with all my new boots and shit because I got to stay shiny. I got to stay shiny. That's just me.
I respect that.
No offense, you know? I love grunge music, but get the fuck out of here. I'm shiny for life.
Shiny for life.
That's just how I roll.
I love that.
Yeah.
So yeah, you do dirt bikes and stuff?
Yeah, I would love to do that again, actually.
Dirt bikes?
Yeah, because now that I'm sober, because I used to get hurt a lot riding motorbikes because I was always high.
Yeah.
And on a dirt bike, like on a skateboard, you need momentum. You need to be able to use your skills to get the speed to get hurt.
Yeah.
On a dirt bike, it's just that.
Yeah.
And I would do a lap, and that's the other thing. My cardio would be low because I smoke weed all day, and I never I lift weights. I train boxing. I've never been fitter in my 50s. There was a time there for a couple decades where I was on the couch all day,
lounging,
fucking puffing. I would smoke. I'd wake up, roll joints all day, smoke weed, fall asleep with a fucking joint burning my finger while eating fucking M&Ms and fucking cookies. You know? And it's like there's only so much that my body could take before it was like, you're kind of, you know what I mean? You should just get a furry suit and start fucking other people. So once there was times where I would do a couple laps and then I get, I'm like, man, it'd be cool if I'm thinking about other shit while I'm on the track. And all of a sudden, and I'm like, oh. And that's the thing with moto and skate. Like in moto, when you make a mistake, depending on what kind of a crash it is, like if you crash in a corner, it's instantaneous. And it's usually not that bad, depending on how fast you're going. But if you go over a jump and you fuck up over a jump, like I jump 120-foot jumps.
Yeah.
If you go over a jump and you fuck up as soon as you take off, you have all this time where you go, fuck, like
when you're in the air?
Yeah, and because everything slows down for me. Like when everything bad happens in sports, I can make everything slow down. That's how I can get in and out of difficult situations because I can make it slow down.
Okay.
So it's good when it's going good.
Yeah.
Where if I'm doing a trick, I make it all slow down.
Right.
But if it's a trick where it's going bad, same thing applies. Where I'm like, oh man, should I get off? I can't get off. Dude, you got to land on the bike. You got to get it to take the impact. Where am I going to go? Which bit is going to hit first, dude? It's going to be your ankle. You're going to break your fucking ankle right now, dude. If you hit your head, you're going to get knocked out. Try to lean forward so you don't get knocked out. So it's this whole thing where it's like anxious. Like I got a lot of anxiety because I'm like, I'm about to die. And then afterwards, it's like a bit of a scarring where I'm like, God, that was dramatic. You know what I mean? Like, the whole time it was like, it felt like 15 minutes of like, you're going to die. But it was like maybe more like 1 second.
That's so crazy.
I would get hurt a lot, like I would go to hospital a lot. And I was like, man, I should probably stop riding moto.
Well, maybe you should just not ride moto.
Yeah. I mean, that's an argument. It's a fair argument. But I fight still. And I don't fight as much or as hard as I used to, but I've just noticed because I'm sober, I still get hit, but usually now when I get hit, I at least know that it's coming and I can roll with it a little bit, so it's never that bad of a shot.
Right.
There was times there where I would be maybe not really high, but hungover, and just I would walk into shit, and I'd be like, what happened? And I'm like, that's brain damage, dude. What do you mean what happened? Did you lose a second? I'm like, I lost more than a second.
Whoa.
So that was now I feel because I beat up 20-year-olds Well, my favorite thing to do now is I spar on Tuesday nights.
Yeah.
And everybody at the gym, usually if you're a real beginner, I'll just let you beat me up because you're scared to punch me because I look like me.
Yeah.
And I go, it's okay. Like, I'm here to help you. I say it to people. I'm like, consider me a heavy bag with arms. Like, I'll let you punch me so you get to feel what it's like. And I'll show you what it was going to be like, but I won't land it. So you know that I can tell you're a beginner. You got a job tomorrow. Like, I am good. Like, you can hit me. I'll be fine. If as a matter of fact, you give me a black eye, I'll be pretty pumped the next day.
No.
I love marks.
You
on my
love
face.
having
fuck
black
it.
eye?
At this point, my face with extra marks, it makes me look hotter. Let's be honest. A black eye, a big scar, a cut.
Makes sense.
I look
You're
better.
not like, oh, that's out of place. You're like, of course he has got a
people,
black
people
eye.
see me and go, whoa. And I'm like, yeah, baby, you should watch out. Like, maybe you shouldn't. But I'm crazy, you know?
Yeah.
So it's more fun that way. But then there's the guys that are, there's like, this one guy is like 6'6", maybe, like big, tall, black guy. And he's super fit, looking like he's shredded and shit. He's probably like 28 or something. I'll beat the fuck out of that guy. And like my favorite thing to do is like, I'll just stick, because if he's longer than me. So he throws and I get inside and I start ripping into his stomach. And then when the bell ends after the round, he'll like cower because he's tired. And I dance salsa music in between rounds. And if he looks at me, I'm like, and he's like, this motherfucker is dancing. And I'm like, oh yeah. 52, bitch. 52.
52 and salsing in between rounds?
Yeah, because I got cardio for days now. Because the iron lung hadn't got to tell you where it's coming from, you know?
Yeah.
It's empty.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm so glad you came on the podcast. That's our episode.
Yeah.
Where can people find you?
Oh,
and do you have anything coming up you want to promote? This comes out in 3 weeks? 3 weeks.
I might be doing dates with Whitney Cummings, but I might have already done them. But I just wanted to say that.
November 8th and November 9th.
Oh, no, they're coming up.
Okay, so I'm going to be on with Whitney
Cummings,
Cummings, which is so sick.
That is so sick.
Right?
I'm so excited for you.
Pumped.
Yeah, that's
and then,
awesome.
My tour dates, thejasonellis.com is my website for all my tour dates. I had a meeting with an agent today. Somebody wants to be my agent for comedy.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Right? I don't high five. I'll do that.
Oh,
yeah.
You don't high five?
It's gay.
It's gay?
Yeah.
And then Pound seems gay too.
Yeah, you might be right.
It might be more gay.
I'd rather chest butt with you, but but that could be inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? At Wolfmate on Instagram, and then Father Grind Skateboards. I got a skateboard company where I teach people how to ride a skateboard, like your buddy Kim, and it's like not to do kickflips. It's like how to skate for
I'm gonna
older
ride
people.
Better than her.
You would be better than her in 5 minutes. I think you're already better, quite frankly.
Okay.
Yeah.
We like this.
Yeah. It's not a pissing
Hear that,
contest, but you're
Kim?
better for sure.
I am better.
Yeah. What can you do?
Sorry. That's our podcast. You can find me here every Wednesday on Shank and every Monday on This Bitch. Patreon.com/Sara Weinshenk for bonus content. I will be at Skankfest, and then Kim and I are coming to the DC Improv in November. Get tickets for that, and all my show dates are at Princess Shank on Instagram. Thank you. Bye.